Hello, fellow YouTubers. I'm here to clarify some political misconceptions. The fears and anxieties in our country about the new president upcoming in the next 27 days. Well, for here in Illinois. So, I have done a mathematical analysis of this election, and I'm afraid that most of you people have false anxieties. So, I'm going to draw it out for you. First things first, that the president serves as a political figure and mostly symbolism for our country in regards to the political belief that exists. So essentially, the president only stands as just a figure, while the Congress is actually the most important part due to the people that actually decide on what to pass and whatnot. So, statistical analysis is that due to checks and balances, the legislative and judicial branch only hold 66% of the power, while the executive branch, which is where the president resides, holds 33%. And then, if we take the president's powers, he can veto, sign, nominate, declare war, and he can pardon and call special meetings. And we divide that by 33, which is the percentage of power that executive actually holds. The president really only has 9% of total power within the entire system, while the executive branch holds the other 21, which would be your police forces, which enforce, and then the rest of it goes 66% between the legislative and judicial. So my statistical analysis, I have it all written out. So, say for example, Romney did get elected president, for all you people that are fearful of Romney at this point. So we're going to write it out. And so Romney, he's at a 1 and 2, because he can either say yes or no to the bill, and then you want to multiply that because he's going to come in at a 50-50 House majority, Republican and Democratic. So times HOR, which stands for House of Representatives, and Senate. So, and another thing is that since it's a 50-50 right now, the House of Representatives and Senate, you would think, be a 1 and 2, because it would have to be both a full House, because they can decide. Actually, no, it wouldn't be a 1 and 2. It wouldn't be at all, because if it was a full House, and there'd be some partisanship there, because they would agree with Romney all the way. Now, but since it's 50-50, we can only eliminate the Democratic, because 1/2 is deciding whether or not the Democratic agrees yes or no on Romney's opinions. So right now Romney's at 1 and 2, multiplied by the congressional decision, which is another 1 and 2, and then there's possibility of an override by the Congress, which is another 1 and 2. And then if you multiply those together, you come out with 1 in 8 chances of passing a bill at a 50-50 House integration. So there's my math on that. 1 and 2 stands for yes, no's. You have the possibility of a House override. And then, like I said, if you have a full House, that being either full Democratic or full Republican, it would be a 1 and 4, because we could then just eliminate congressional decision, because there's partisanship with the president, so we don't have to worry about the Congress actually saying yes or no, because they would automatically agree with the president. Not always, though. So if it was at full House, we could then eliminate the 1 and 2 out of the Congress decision, and just keep president at a 1 and 2 chance, and then the override at a 1 and 2 chance. So here's our O, standing for overriding the president, which equals 1 and 4 down there. Now, back to what I was saying with the actual power distribution, due to checks and balances, you have to remember we're cutting a 3. So the legislative holds 1/3. The judicial holds 1/3. And then the executive, which is composed not just of the president, but like the enforcing agencies. So we have 1/3. However, like I said, if you divide the actual powers that the president has, like such as vetoing, signing a bill, nominating judges, declaring war, pardoning cases in Supreme Courts, or even calling special congressional meetings, that comes out to 7. So 7 divided by 33%, you're going to come out with, now this might not make sense, you're going to come out with 21%, but makes a little bit more sense when you think about 7 divided by 33, so you get, even though you get 21%, president only holds 9% of that actual power. So if a bill ever passed, you want to think that it has a very low chance of actually reaching all the way through to the president, even having it vetoed or signed. So your chances are 1 in 8 of a president passing a shitty law. So whatever 1 in 8 is in percentage-wise, it's actually pretty low. And his actual power is pretty low. It's 9%. Now, like I said, for all you people that are so upset on Facebook and Twitter and you guys whine about it all day and go, oh, Romney this, Romney that, oh no, Obama. No. It's all about who's in Congress. So, I'm not saying don't go vote. I definitely endorse voting. So I think you should definitely vote. Go out, stand your opinion for who you believe. However, I think the most critical elections are the ones in the next 2 years, who's actually going to be in Congress. Because right now, it's 50-50, and that's not too positive for passing bills. Because if you go back to the math, which is 1 and 2, and you can eliminate the bipartisanship, and you can actually delete a 1 and 2, you're now at a 1 and 4. That's 1/8 divided by 2, which makes 1/4. So that's 25%. So next time you guys vote, which is probably in the next 27 days, make sure you vote for Obama. And after that, in the next 2 years, to make it easier on Obama, you could vote for an all-Democratic House so he's not dealing with filibustering all day. But in the meantime, have a good night, guys, and I hopefully ease your fears a little bit. Thank you.